Welcome to This Broadcast Belongs to Them. It's a show about King Diamond and Merciful Fate. And this week we're lucky to have Pontus Egberg, bassist, new bassist actually, right? From King Diamond.
That's true. A new bassist, I suppose. Still been with the band now for 5 years.
Yeah.
A bit more than that, actually. But compared to the other guys that's been with the band for like 20 or so, I guess I'm the new guy.
Yeah, you're the new guy. Yeah, you got to replace Hal Patino.
Yes.
Yeah, you took one of my favorite basses away, but whatever. I'll let it slide. Did you know Hal at all?
No, actually, I don't know him at all. We've never met.
No.
So, well.
Yeah.
No.
I know there was a whole bad thing going on. That's why it, between him and King or something, right? So do you know anything about that story at all, or are you not even allowed to talk about that?
Well, no, we've never. I mean, I've heard that there was some bad stuff going around. I don't really have any details about that. I was too at the time. I was too concentrated on getting my own shit together and trying to actually be able to perform. So I don't really know any details about that. No.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, you first showed up with Greg. You can show it again. We re-recorded.
Oh, yes, so. That's right.
We showed it 2 seconds ago. But you showed up on
Dead
Live. Yeah.
That's on creamsicle colored vinyl. Ooh.
Is it creamsicle or is it sunburst? Greg says creamsicle. What is it to you?
I don't know. What was it called again?
On the website, it says sunburst. I say creamsicle because, I smoke a lot of weed and I like ice cream. But I suppose it
looks good anyhow.
Please don't eat it, all right? Don't eat it.
No, there were a bunch of different colors and stuff. But apart from all that, I think it's a very good sounding live album.
It sounds good.
Yeah, I actually, I'm from that area. I lived in Philadelphia. I've seen shows at the Fillmore. That's a really good venue, and I think the acoustics and everything sound great on that record. Your bass sound is really nice and full.
Yeah,
turned up the amp a little bit and got it to shake the floor. That was fun.
No, it turned out really, really nice. I think both the one filmed in or recorded in Philly with some additional shots from Detroit, I think it was, and the one filmed in the bigger one filmed at the Grass Pop Festival in Belgium. They both turned out really nice, and they complement each other pretty well, I think, because they're such different shows. One is a huge festival show, and one is a little smaller, more of almost a club show, which is really nice.
Do you have a favorite show that you played during that tour?
I don't know. Not really. There were, I think we did, on that tour, we did 3 nights in New York City, which was really cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from New York.
All right.
Yeah. I did not go. I missed it. I regret it now, but
you missed
I'm sure.
out.
Yes, I did. I'm sure you will be back. So.
I hope.
Yeah, unfortunately, I missed the Minneapolis show too. So hopefully, you guys come back around soon.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah. So, but aside from the live album, you also recorded the new song that's out, "Masquerade of Madness," right?
Yeah, true.
You played the bass on that. That's your first official, new song that you're on.
Yes.
What? I don't know how to talk about this because what?
I did have a question though, because you said first official song, Wayne. Because I was looking at my CD copy of the Dreams of Horror compilation, and it lists you as bass Pontus, and I was curious, did you actually re-record a song on there, or just do some overdubs, or?
No, I haven't done any re-recordings of other studio tracks. Just the live tracks that I've been on. So okay. I don't know. I haven't seen that myself. Maybe it's just.
I think you joined the band at the same time. That was right. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it doesn't really. Attribute any tracks to anybody in the credits. It just lists the members from different eras of the band, and that's kind of what I thought it was, but I just wanted to ask.
You got it.
Yeah. All right. So you released that one song, "Masquerade of Madness." What is going on with the recordings for more? Because King keeps saying there's going to be a double album. Is anything going on? Is there other songs coming out, or?
There is. Stuff going on. I unfortunately myself, I'm not very. How should I say it? I mean, I'm not that involved in the songwriting or anything like that. And of course, Andy does a lot of writing, and King, the two original members of the band, they're the ones that do the writing. And I know. I've been talking to Andy a bit, and I know he has a few songs that are pretty much, how should I say it? Pretty much finished songs that he's going to send over to Matt to do some drum recordings and get everything in shape. And hopefully, I know King has this storyline pretty much lined up for... and that's the reason he's been talking about 2 albums. He's got the storyline lined up for this coming album, and as far as I understand, it's going to be covering two albums.
Okay.
So when the music is done, I guess King is going to just has to put his words and the melodies and everything to that, and hopefully we'll get some finished, 100% finished songs very soon, so we can start recording, doing the real thing.
Yeah. Because actually, I saw there's a couple King Diamond groups on Facebook, and I know somebody wrote the other day that they saw somewhere that one new album's gonna be released in March, and we all know that there's no songs but this one song, so obviously that's not gonna happen. Right.
No,
that's way too soon.
Is not, I don't know where that information came from. I didn't even hear that myself. As the information I have myself is that we're going to record and hopefully release a new album this year. Okay. So my guess is that we're going to record stuff during the first part of the year, and the mixing and everything, all that stuff is going to be happening in the fall and the early winter of this year, and then maybe a release. My guess is early next year, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about like a normal recording process.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why he decided to release this one song now? So people can hear something's going on, or?
Yeah, I guess so. And I mean, we I think all of us, including King, had hopes for more music to be released by now, but things have come in the way, all kinds of stuff, and the reason we wanted to put this one out is, to have something new when doing our US tour that we did this fall. Right. And we have we did have the new stage set up and everything for that sort of goes with the theme of what's coming next, the Institute. Yeah. And so it felt good for everyone to have at least one new song out.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. It is a very good song. It does have a little bit of I guess older King Diamond. Are you a fan of King? Obviously, you're in the band now, but are you are you a fan of older King Diamond stuff, or are you just how did you get into King Diamond, basically?
Well, to tell you the truth, I've heard King Diamond, of course, but I've never been a big fan.
You just got
what?
You just got fired. Sorry.
No, but I got thrown into this sort of by accident, and but ever since I did get thrown into it, I loved every moment of it, and I really do dig all of the music that we play, and it's super nice, and playing with the guys in the band is fantastic. They're super great musicians, and King himself always delivering at the top of his game. So I guess I've become a fan.
Right, yeah.
So that's good, but I do appreciate the fact that maybe we're going back to a little bit more of the older style of King Diamond.
Yeah, from this one song, that's what it seems like a little bit. Yeah, definitely. So you just said you got brought into the band. How did you actually get into the band? What was the story with that?
Well, the King Diamond front of house guy, the person who makes sure everything sounds perfect out to the audience. Him and I are old friends, and when this how should I say it? When when the shit hit the fan with he gave me a call because they were they were all gathering for rehearsals and had shows lined up for festival shows in Europe. This was in the summer of 2014. And they had all gathered to start production rehearsals, and suddenly had no bass player. So he gave me a call and asked me if would you be interested in coming down? Are you free? And I was. So 2 or 3 days later, I flew down to Copenhagen. It's in Denmark. That's where they were rehearsing at the time. And
really?
I had 2 days to learn an hour and a half of music. And,
oh my God!
Wow!
It was really stressful, and but we had a few days of rehearsal to get everything together before the first show. So, and apparently I did an okay job because I'm still here.
Yeah, right.
So there's really no room to improvise then, huh?
Yeah. Well, or maybe I improvised in the right way. So.
Okay. Yes, I have to say I really enjoy the sound of this band on the live album here. It's best lineup I've heard from King Diamond in a long time. Big fan of his early stuff, not so much the newer stuff before this, but the new song is really exciting.
Yeah. Glad to hear it. And I think we're, I mean, when we're playing live now, I think we sound fantastic. If I may say so myself, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure going up on stage every night with Matt and Mike and Andy. It's really great.
I also really hope you guys keep the lake in the set list when you come back through.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite one that you have right now?
They're all really, really good songs. I like the lake is sort of special, and I like that one really much. The candle, the opening track that we do now is
that's one of my
that was like when I first joined, that was the opening track as well, which makes it sort of special, I guess. And Burn, I think, is really nice that we play now.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, that's good.
So when you had to learn these songs, how is there like some kind of tablature, or how did you get to learn it?
No, nothing like that. I mean, I was sent the music, like files of the songs, and some the ones that were available that had been recorded live previously. I listened to the live recordings and tried to combine listening to the most recent live recordings and also the original recordings to get sort of a feel of how it was meant to be originally. So I learned by ear, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Yeah,
I guess you're that talented. Wow.
Well, you did a great job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, very good job.
Come to the Sabbath sounds amazing on that album.
Yeah, that's nice.
And what do you think about the Merciful Fate songs?
Oh, I really enjoy playing them. We played, Come to the Sabbath, and Melissa is on the album and the live album, and we also played Evil.
Yes.
And they are
that has to be fun.
Yeah, that was great. When we were on the Mayhem tour in 2015 together with Slayer, Kerry King came up a few times and played Evil with us. That was really fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, did you play with any of the Merciful Fate guys, like either Hank Sherman or Michael Denner or anybody else come up on stage with you guys? Or
no,
I think did Mickey D come on stage one time? I think. He's not in Merciful Fate, obviously, but
no, not while I've been in the band. I don't think.
Okay.
No. We've never been joined by those guys on stage.
No. All right. And now we've had who did we have on the show? We had Pete Black. He was on not too long ago, right?
Yep, Pete Black, Michael Denner.
Yeah, Pete. And when we were talking to Pete Black, he says he was telling us that he does get to come to some of the shows, and King has him. Or had him at one point, I guess, maybe to like if something happens to Mike Weed or something, to have him join in if he's needed. Is that true? Have you ever heard of that?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's sort of the designated stand-in guy if someone gets sick or something. Yeah. I'm not sure, but I mean it does make sense. He's done it a few times.
Right. Yeah. All right, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, also, I know you're from a couple different bands. You got a lot of bands, actually. And you're one of the bands that you're in. Wolf is putting out a new album, right?
Yes. Yes.
And you're actually new to Wolf. I thought you were in there for a while, but then I was just looking up earlier, and you're new to that band too.
Yes. Well, yeah. Actually, that sort of came about because. I knew that King was gonna do the Merciful Fate stuff this coming summer, and I sort of figured I had to do something since King Diamond's not going to be playing this summer, and then this opportunity with Wolf, which I think is a really great band, came up, and so that's how we joined forces, and we recorded a new album this early this fall, and which is coming out in March. And I think it's sounding really, really cool. So I think you guys will enjoy that when it comes out.
Yeah. Do you know what label it's on?
It's on Century Media.
Oh, okay. They moved to Century Media now. All right, good.
Yeah.
I'll have to try to get on that label. We get promos, but I haven't got any promo for that yet. So I was wondering when it was going to be released. And
okay. No, so it's released March 13th.
I think it was 31st. Oh, 13th. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I really like Wolf, their previous albums. Yeah, so.
They got good stuff. And
the cover's pretty rad too, I have to say.
Yeah.
I saw that online earlier.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, and I mean, it's I'm not sure how that came about, but it's pretty funny that Mike Holm, the guy that did a lot of Merciful Fate covers, actually did this cover as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really? That's really neat.
I think that guy gets around.
Yeah.
I think there's a music video out for Midnight Hour too, isn't there?
Yes. One song is released with together with a video, and there's another one coming, I think, in February 20th. So it's just in a couple of days. There's going to be a new song out called "The Shoot to Kill."
Oh wow!
Ooh,
yeah, really cool.
Excellent.
Now, do you plan on going on tour with them, or you're not going to be able
Yes, actually, we're going on in March. We're going on a tour, a European tour, together with another Swedish band called Grand Magus.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're doing like a 3-week tour of mostly the UK and Germany, and hopefully we'll be doing some more stuff this summer and some festivals and stuff in Europe, and we'll see where it takes us.
Yeah. And I also know you're also in Treat as well.
Well, or
not.
I was.
Or you left that one already. You were okay.
No, but that was that's more of a melodic hard rock style of music, which is great as well. But I did the two studio albums and a live album together with them. But now I with the Wolf thing coming up and everything like that, I thought it was time to move on. I guess.
Yeah, I just recently became a fan of Treat, so I thought that was cool to see you were in there.
Yeah, it's great band, and I really love, especially the last studio album that we put out, Tunguska. I think
yes,
is
that's a really good album. That's awesome.
Really great album.
Yeah. Is there, out of all the albums you've done, because I know you were in a band called Lion Share, right?
Yes.
A couple
Dark
other ones.
Illusion.
Dark Illusion, yep.
Yeah.
And a couple other ones I've never even heard of before. But is there one? You got too many bands. Is there one that you like the most so far that you've done?
You mean like band wise or
album wise? Is there a favorite one that you've worked on? And you can't name the new Wolf album because that's obvious. But besides that.
Well, it's every. I think in all the bands that I played with, I suppose I have like a favorite album of that, and you always have your favorite songs, and some stuff that you put out a few years ago that you didn't think much of at the time, but then when you listen to it now, a few years later, it's like, well, hey, this was pretty good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The lion's share, I think, the album "Fall from Grace" was probably the high point when I played with that band, and like Tunguska, like that I mentioned with the Treat, and well, there are a few high points. Fortunately.
Now, what was your lowest point?
Oh, well, now let's not go into
that. Come on, that's the good stuff. All right. Well, so with the King's stage, he's got this huge stage with the, with the stairs and everything that goes up and everything.
Yeah.
How do you like running around and, playing on that? You're not used to that, I would imagine, right? Because, the other bands play on that big stages.
Sort of, I mean, I think it's great, and I do really appreciate the fact that we don't really, we do it this way or we don't do it,
right?
Which I think is very cool and a great. It's cool for the fans, that if they're going to see King Diamond, like we're doing a few shows in South America, Mexico City, and Sao Paulo, I think this spring, and I mean they're going to see the exact same show as people in the US. So, which I think is great.
Right.
For me, I mean, I try to get up there and do my thing, whether it's a big stage setup or not. So, but so it's just some choreographic stuff that we on certain songs we enter by come in from the back and go up on stage left and go down the stairs and stuff like that. But the most part of the show, I guess, we just pretty much rock out and try to not bump into each other.
Yeah, has that ever happened before? Have you ever knocked into King and knocked him down the stairs or something that we haven't seen on YouTube?
No, not that bad. But,
so, no mishaps?
A few times, I suppose it's been close calls, but no accidents so far.
Well, that's good. We hope it stays that way too. We don't need anybody on YouTube knock down the stairs. Although it'd be kind of funny, but let's not have that happen.
No, that's
all right. Yeah, no. All right. So, anything else that we can let the fans know? Because we got a new album hopefully coming out next year, and want to hear more from you. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Just great talking to you guys, and I really hope to be back in the States touring with King again soon, and all over the place basically. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed as much as anyone for new music coming out very soon. But King's a busy guy with the Merciful Fate shows and everything this year, so we'll see.
Yeah. Do you have your own music coming out? Are you working on anything like your personal stuff?
No, at this I am a little bit. At this point, I've been, being new to the band Wolf, I've been writing some stuff that hopefully will fit into that arena. And we'll see. We're hoping to. It's been also for Wolf. It's been a few years since the previous album came out. Now there's one coming out this year, and due to the fact that it's been a couple of years, we're hoping to put another album out pretty shortly after this one coming out. So we've already started working on some new music there.
Yeah. Do you know why there was such a long break in between the albums?
Not really. I think they were trying to find sort of the way of where they were, which way direction they were going to take, a little bit like that. But I really don't have any details as to why it took so long for them.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Well, can't wait for that album to come out in March. So everybody, please go look for that.
And, check it out.
Yeah, definitely. And we really appreciate you coming on our show. And you are the first new member that we've had on the show. Thank God. Yes. Yep. Now, if you could please do us a favor and get King on our show, that would be great. No. I'm sure he's busy. But
all right, guys.
Yes, but we really appreciate it. And good luck with everything.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much again. And can fans find you anywhere? I guess on Facebook or Twitter or?
Yeah, I guess my on Instagram or Facebook is where they would find me, I guess.
All right. Well, go look him up and go flood his Facebook with friend invites. All right, everybody. See you guys next week. Adios.
Adios.
What?